Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. So here is the punter, Matt Bosher, to get us started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf. X3. 218 Chopper. Hey, Charlie. Now.
Throwing on first down. Trader. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Hey, Jeff,
back to the air on second down. Trader, he's going to look deep for Perriman. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Any weapons?
From the gun, Trader. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. Touchdown, Falcons. Officially, it'll be a 68-yard punt return score as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you...
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Intended for Tre'Quan Smith. Incomplete. Hardy Burns there on the coverage.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. That throw good for 4. It's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle it, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And an alley to run. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Kill 6-6. Bullet high. Hey, you.
Operating from the gun. Trader. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Deion Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Looking to throw. Trader completes it to Aguilar. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Bravo! Yo, back!
Throwing on 3rd and long. Trader. And that will be incomplete.
Man, there's a lot to think about when you're playing quarterback, isn't there? I mean, this is 3rd and long. So your chances of completing a pass for a first down are slim to begin with. And then when you put it into some traffic, you're really wreaking havoc with your options, aren't you? Maybe you just got to heave it into the, throw it up in the stands and make sure no one can catch it.
A 53-yard attempt.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here we go! 18 Gator! Back to 59! We ain't giving them nothing today!
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Vince Beagle, the one to bring him down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
You're not ready. He's coming. It's 3. Yeah. I got motion.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with second down and less than a yard. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches.
Here we go. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey. 58's the mark.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Check 52.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and it may be a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Set, hut. Now the wolf. Get the mic. Get ready. 58, right over there.
Third and short yardage, Brissett. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. From the red zone now, Brissett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
59 mark.
This one caught by Ridley. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
58's the mile. 58's the mile. And we're pretty quiet, team.
Out of the gun, Brissett. Buying time to his left. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. DJ Chark with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, Alpha. Check, Mike 54. Mike 54. Check, 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 check. Mike 54. Mike 54. Five.
Back to throw. Schrader. It's caught. Smith. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit, now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible, because right now he is wrecking things for them.
Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Check 59. Let's go. Marcus 59.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging the offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you
through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 40, past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Nelson Aguilar, 98 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And listen,
he's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the... ...36-yard line.
43 yards. And the Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Watch number 86. Watch 86. Stay with your man. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
From the gun, here's Brissett. He's got it to Hilton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Let's go one more. Here we go.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Second and 6 at the 9-yard line.
What a set. 58. Come on. I'm trying to collect. 58, right over there. Right there. Mike, 58, right there. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
To throw on second and 6, Brissett. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it'll bring up third down. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Here we go. Check three. Go. Smash. 58 for Mike. 58 for Mike.
Freeman again. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
On the ball.
To throw on second down. Trader into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Throwing after the interception. Trader escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. He needed a yard, that's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. 2nd and 3. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Kamara try the right side. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Looking to throw on second down. Trader throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, but now it'll be third down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Everyone got 4 down. You go perfect.
Off the play fake. Trader. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Nelson Aguilar. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score. They'll look to throw, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and with it, they're back within a field goal. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They run. Devontae Freeman. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, a 22.
Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
58 to Mike.
First down, Brissett. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
There we go. That's a touchdown. That's it.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
The score, Saints 25, Falcons 21.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it third down.
Here we go. What's the plan? Mike 58 right there. I'm coming. Zip it. Move. Go.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And an alley to run. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. Now Ito Smith, and he'll get this only up to about the 35. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
58 to Mike. Watch the screen. Pass. 58.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And that is incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Go. And 58 is the mic. Go 58.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally marked down at the 23. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Come on, set. 50 for Pittsburgh. Check back. Check back. 58, come on. 58, come on. 58 for Mike. 58 for Mike. I'm on. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike.
Brissett looks to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. DJ Chark with time running out. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation? And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Defense.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, 5. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through, all the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Lutz good on the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep.